Action!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Good Morning Mecca.
Coming to you live from Saudi Arabia, I'm your host Faraj.
And I'm your host, Nazim Al-Din.
Now to today's news.
Well, as you know, today marks the first day of Ramadan.
So get out your Quran and start reading.
And make sure to throw in some extra time to pray.
In other news, because it is Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, a lot more people will be taking their Hajj to Mecca.
And for those of you who live anywhere near the Kaaba or Great Mosque, be prepared for heavy traffic.
For any new listeners tuning in, the Kaaba is the most sacred spot for Muslims. Muslims even face the Kaaba, which is located inside the Great Mosque, when they pray from anywhere in the world.
I'm actually going to the Great Mosque tomorrow. It's such a great place to worship Allah.
Oh yes, the Great Mosque is terrific. One of my favorite mosques, however, is the Mosque of Whirling Colors. I visited it last year when I took a trip to Iran.
I have seen pictures of that mosque. It is also known as the Rainbow Mosque or Kaleidoscope Mosque due to its vibrant colors and geometric patterns.
I really love how detailed and well-constructed mosques can be. Some of my favorite designs are when mosques have tall minarets, which are the towers on mosques, or when they have big qubbas, which are the domes on top of mosques.
Yes, but don't forget about the minrab. It is the niche in a mosque that points to Mecca. Without that, no Muslims would know which way to face while praying.
I find it very interesting how mosques are designed with geometric patterns instead of more symbolic art, such as people or animals. What's the reason for that again?
There are no religious people or animals in Islamic art because the Quran doesn't tell a story like the Bible. Islamic art focuses on the glorification of God's word, and the patterns hold spiritual meanings, hence the bright, vibrant colors.
Then what makes calligraphy so important as well?
Calligraphy is the script used in the Quran, and it is one of the most highly regarded and fundamental elements of Islamic art. Calligraphy makes up the 28 different letters of the Arabic alphabet.
Speaking of old, have you seen the Dome of the Rock? It's the oldest extant Islamic monument and it still looks great.
Yes, it does. I love its big gold cuba, and it's not only gorgeous, but it is also said to be the spot where the Prophet Muhammad ascended into heaven.
In other news, yesterday a man claimed to have found a book that was once located at the House of Wisdom.
The House of Wisdom, that was built in the 8th century. Not only did it attract scholars from around the world, but also served many spiritual needs too. You're telling me some guy found a book from there?
Yes, and not only that, but he claims it is a rubaiyat, a book of poetry which contains art and calligraphy.
Wow, there's probably some real original stuff in there. Some of the literature used might even have been made to make words that are now spoken in English. Did you know that many science, math, animal, and even food words that are now spoken in English derive from Arabic?
Yeah, the person who found the book actually goes to the University of Cairo, which is considered the most important and maybe the first religious university in the world.
I went to the University of Cairo. I studied science and medicine and the Islamic culture, of course. Although I never saw myself working on Good Morning Mecca.
I hear there are over 90,000 students that attend the University of Cairo. That's a lot.
Yes, but I always focused on my work, not the other students. And because of that, I know a lot of useless facts about medicine.
Let's hear some of them.
Well, what do you want to know?
I heard that Islamic culture created some of the first hospitals. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. These hospitals did many important things, such as discover the circulation of blood, understood the respiratory system, found many diagnoses that could be made by checking your urine or pulse, and developed a better optics treatment.
That's great. The Quran says it is our duty to take care of the sick.
Yes, and because of that, hospitals were paid for by donations.
Wow, that is so great. My main subject in our school was math. Do you know that Islam contributed a lot more to mathematics than you might think?
I know that it had an influence on modern math, but I'm not exactly sure how.
Well, besides using geometry to create artistic patterns, it also helped create the fields of algebra and trigonometry.
Doesn't the word for algebra come from al-jabr?
That's right. People of Islam also created the concept of zero, variables, and wrote a book on solving quadratic equations. In trigonometry, they created sine, cosine, and tangent, which they used to find the coordinates of cities.
Speaking of math and medicine, did you know that Islamic people got a lot of their ideas from ancient India? They also got a lot of their views on importance of literature from India.
I've heard that a lot of their knowledge on math, medicine, and literature also came from Greek and Roman culture, along with philosophy and architectural designs, like the arch.
That's interesting, but unfortunately, it seems like that's the end of today's show.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and be sure to come back for our next Good Morning Mecca.